Her name is Lauren. My wife, Jessica, had been looking forward to this girl's trip for weeks. I knew it was coming and I knew how it would unfold. Jessica, eager for a few days away. Her friends, equally eager to encourage every impulse. And me, left behind, always on edge, but trying to trust. I thought I could trust her. I believed the years we shared meant something. But I'd learned long ago that trust is fragile, like glass. You can hold it, admire it, even feel it, but one careless move, and it shatters. The moment she landed, she blocked me. No text, no call, just blocked. Like I was invisible, like I didn't exist. 5 days of silence. At first, I tried to ignore it. I breathed. I focused on work. I stayed busy with the things I could control. But the nagging question never left my mind. Why block me? What is she hiding? I knew I needed proof. Not to punish her. Not yet. I needed clarity. I needed reality. And I knew exactly where to find it. Her friend Mia. Mia was the quiet observer, the one who often followed Jessica's lead without question. Loyal but fair. Not cruel, not reckless. I could trust her to reveal the truth without letting it spiral. So I reached out. A single message. Mia, can you do me a favor? Just one photo. Nothing else. Show her the reality of what she's done. That's it. A pause. Then a reply. Are you sure? This could get messy. I nodded, even though she couldn't see me. I'm sure. Just one photo.
She needs to see it.
That's all. Later that night, Mia sent it. One single image. One frame that revealed everything Jessica had tried to hide. Nothing explicit, nothing cruel, just the truth. I wasn't there to watch Jessica's reaction, but I didn't need to be. I knew she saw it. And in that moment, the balance shifted. The trip, the jokes, the blocking, it didn't matter anymore. She realized, if only for a second, that I could see everything. I wasn't naive. I wasn't blind. And I wasn't going to beg or plead. Mia's text came a few minutes later. She saw it. She knows. What now? I smiled quietly, knowing exactly what now meant. Jessica didn't react immediately. That silence spoke volumes. No calls. No texts. No passive-aggressive social media posts. She just froze. I read it clearly. Fear, surprise, and a faint trace of guilt. She had expected me to fume, plead, or chase after her. She had expected the typical reaction she assumed men always gave. Emotional, desperate, pliable. But this time I didn't. Mia's updates arrived in small bursts. She looked at it. I think she's confused. She's pacing. I didn't respond. There was no need. Silence carries more weight than words. Jessica needed to process and realize that her little game, blocking me, hiding behind friends, pretending nothing had happened, was no longer effective. By the second day, subtle hints arrived. Mia sent a short note. She's asking questions. Checking her phone constantly. You can feel the tension. I knew she wanted to test me, see if I would panic, demand explanations, crumble. But I didn't. I remained calm, collected, letting distance work in my favor. By the third day, I felt it. The barrier Jessica had built, the one shielding her from accountability, was cracking. She couldn't hide behind her phone, her friends' laughter, or the temporary escape of a weekend away. On the fourth night, Mia's final message arrived. She's silent. She hasn't responded. She knows you're not fooled. She's thinking. That was enough. I didn't need confrontation, drama, chaos. I let the lessons settle naturally. Actions have consequences. Blocks, games, lies. They may shield someone temporarily, but truth always finds a way. When Jessica returned, I was ready. Not angry. Not pleading. Not desperate. Just steady, calm, observing. She had seen the reality through someone she trusted, and she knew the balance of power had shifted. The airport was crowded, full of travelers reuniting and strangers rushing past. Jessica stepped off the shuttle, hair slightly tousled, scanning the crowd. She didn't expect me to be waiting, but of course I was. Her eyes widened when she saw me. Not with anger, not with relief, but with that flicker of unease that comes when someone realizes they can no longer control the situation. I smiled faintly, calm, collected. "Welcome back," I said, letting the words hang in the air. She opened her mouth to speak, to joke about the trip, but stopped. The moment was too real. She knew I had seen the truth. The photo had done its job. It showed her that no matter how she tried to block or hide, I was not blind. I was not weak. I didn't bring up the image. No accusations, no yelling, no confrontation. That wasn't necessary. Actions speak louder than words, and tonight, the truth had spoken louder than any argument ever could. Jessica's shoulders slumped slightly, a subtle sign of surrender. She realized that her game, blocking me, avoiding calls, hiding behind friends, no longer worked. The rules had changed, and I wasn't playing by the ones she set. I stepped closer, letting my presence fill the space between us. My voice calm, conversational, but firm. "We need to be honest with each other from now on. No more games. No more hiding." She nodded slowly, eyes downcast, no defiance, no smirk, just acknowledgement. She understood that the power dynamic had shifted. She could no longer manipulate or evade accountability. Mia had been right. One photo was enough. Jessica had seen it, felt the weight of reality, and in that quiet, unspoken moment, she understood. The balance had changed. I extended my hand, not as weakness, but as a bridge. "Let's start over," I said, soft, clear, and honest. She took it, tentative, yet sincere. As we left the airport together, I felt the quiet relief of someone finally realizing that trust, once broken, can be rebuilt, but only when boundaries are respected and games are no longer tolerated. Tonight, Jessica had learned that some truths cannot be blocked, and I had learned that calm, deliberate action carries far more power than anger ever could.